Welcome back to Natural Remedies Lab. Teas make for some of the most powerful super drinks known to natural health enthusiasts. Among those teas, green tea and matcha tea are the most beneficial to your well-being. Both drinks are derived from the Camellia sinensis plant that black tea comes from. However, the plant is grown in two very different ways to achieve results that don't just vary in terms of taste but also their health benefits. Green tea is usually made from leaves that have been lightly steamed but can also come from pan-fried leaves. They're then dried to finish off the process that helps maintain the plant's natural flavor and the color of the leaves. At the end of it, you get that light, slightly bitter flavor that so many people around the world and especially in East Asia enjoy. Matcha tea is more difficult to make. First, the leaves have to be shade-grown to increase the plant's chlorophyll content, making matcha tea so brightly colored. The leaves are ground down into a fine powder once harvested, and only the stems and veins are removed, helping to contribute to its high nutrient content. Once they're packaged up and put on the shop shelves, both forms are easy to make into a tasty beverage in your kitchen. But let's take a look at what health benefits they can offer you. Both owe much of their sought-after properties due to their high antioxidant content. It's catechins, which you'll specifically find in abundance in products of the Camellia sinensis plant. This powerful plant compound helps prevent cell damage and protects you against various chronic diseases. Many people drink regular green tea for these catechins as they're one of the key factors behind its health benefits. Still, matcha is even better option regarding these natural antioxidants. We're not knocking regular green tea, but the amount of catechins in matcha tea is up to 137 times greater, so you're really loading up on that stuff if you just have one cuppa. This is because matcha tea is made using a more significant portion of the plant leaf, which tends to retain more nutrients. You can go for either option if you're looking to reap the protective effects of these plant compounds though. Long-term studies have shown that drinking lots of green tea is still more than enough to reduce the likelihood of cancer or stroke significantly. In addition, studies have shown that breast, prostate, and colorectal cancers are all particularly protected against by drinking these teas. Bonus tip, some studies suggest that drinking milk with your tea limits the antioxidant content that you take in. Leave the dairy for later if you want to get the most out of your tea. We also think it tastes a whole lot better by itself anyway. Both teas also boost your brain function. In the short term, much of this is due to the caffeine content of green and matcha tea, although there's significantly more in the latter. It's not just this quick stimulating dose that helps your brain along though. Studies have also shown that consistently taking an extract from either type of tea helps to improve brain function, with its effects being most prevalent among older people. So whatever your age is, both teas are a great option if you're trying to look after your brain, and their caffeine content can give you that short-term kick you sometimes need. Both teas also contain L-theanine, which is one of the reasons the caffeine rush isn't as jagged as with coffee. The compound has a relaxing effect, which means you can still enjoy the energy-boosting effect of caffeine without worrying so much about jitters, anxiety, or an energy crash later on. Matcha tea is again higher in these compounds due to how it's processed. Green tea and matcha tea are also helpful if you're trying to lose weight. This is partially due to the caffeine content and metabolic rate boost they provide in the short term. In addition, caffeine gets people moving and improves athletic performance. So however much you normally work out, you can expect that to improve slightly if you're adding caffeine into your diet for the first time via the introduction of green and matcha tea. More specifically though, these teas can help you to cut back on belly fat. You can't normally target specific areas when it comes to weight loss, but green and matcha tea help out your liver, which can sometimes become fatty in a process that differs from when you accumulate subcutaneous fat. This reduction in the fat around your belly, called visceral fat, means you could start to see weight loss in that area first should you add green tea or matcha tea to your diet. Most studies in this area have been based on people drinking green tea. However, since matcha tea comes from the same plant and is even more abundant with the same beneficial compounds, it should be at least as effective as green tea in fat loss, if not more so. And not least of all is the great things that these teas can do for your heart health. As the #1 killer in the world currently and a particularly large problem in Western countries, it's always good to know what natural options are available to keep the vital organ in top condition. The tea's ability to reduce your LDL cholesterol levels and its oxidation lessen the likelihood of heart diseases and stroke. But these teas aren't a get-out-of-jail-free card, so make sure you're looking at exercise and all aspects of your health if you're really worried about your heart health. Green and matcha tea can still be one of your key tools in the varied array you have to stave off heart problems. As you've seen, these two super drinks more than live up to their reputation. They mostly have the same health benefits as one another, but matcha tea brings a slightly greater oomph if you're willing to fork out a bit extra for it. Since it's got more than 100 times the amount of some of the health-boosting compounds, those extra couples of quid might be worth it. But there's no need to keep things exclusive. You can keep green tea as your go-to and save some matcha for when you think you could really do with a boost. Or just stick with green tea. Many of the impressive health stats among the Japanese population are partly thanks to the amount of green tea people drink. Whether it's your brain, your belly fat, or your heart that you want to look after, green tea and matcha tea is the way to go. If you can cut out one fizzy drink a day and replace it with tea, you'll be taking a huge step for your health. Find a flavor you enjoy and chug away on one of the world's healthiest plants. Whether it's the super strength matcha or the readily available green tea, the Camellia sinensis plant is the way to go. Let us know which one you prefer in the comments and hit subscribe to catch us with more great health content coming soon.